Everyone, Sarah here. So I'm here to set up my Kanban board in my work bullet journal. So I did start recording this live and I scrapped the whole thing. So this is me doing a voiceover, but all right, so you guys, let me catch you up. But I guess before we get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, so you guys know I did the 90-day plan and I set that up. And then what you guys didn't see is I set up a mind map. So I did a mind map for each individual project that I'm working on for my 90-day plan. And in each of the different stems of the mind map, I put the different phases that I broke down in my project milestones. So here, I'm gonna just start creating some tasks around those 90-day plans and around those different phases. I'm sorry, my dog is freaking out in the background. So here I'm just going to create the different task for each of those deliverables or those milestones that we had to do. So so this video is a little bit interesting and I wanted to just originally set it up like to do, doing, done. And then as I got into it, I realized how many to-dos there were and I started to get overwhelmed. I knew it was going to be distracting for me. So I was debating originally creating a backlog section. So I actually went in and created the backlog section after this. So here I'm just kind of showing you the task will be on the Post-it. So you guys seen my Post-its that I launched in my shop. I cut them up and I just kind of created it the way I to do, doing, done. So each task is a little flag, if you will. And this is my uber love of Post-its, everyone. I use Post-its all the time. You have no idea. I do big facilitation sessions with all these different size Post-its and everything. And the love for Post-it is real in my heart. So I'm super excited about these colors because they always bothered me. So anyhow, I am working on creating all the tasks and I'm kind of writing them all down for one of the projects that I did a mind map on. So I'm just brain dumping all the different tasks that I will need to do to get to each one of the different phases, and you get the milestones that I identified, all the things that need to be done. And this is the details of what needs to be done. So this is in high level. This is the actual to-dos, if you will. So I started to throw them in there. And you're going to see me kind of evolve this Kanban board a lot in this video, but I think that's great. I think this is what we do when we're planning and coming up with how we want this. And at first I'm I'm just going to dump them all in there, but it started to be really overwhelming. So then I started to break it down because as I was saying, I knew it was going to distract me. So you're seeing I'm doing another color. So this is another project. So each color represents one of the different projects that I'm managing through that 90-day plan. And I'm just kind of writing in those tangible to-dos. And that's for that second the second mind map that I did. And I'm just stacking them in there. And I was loving how this was looking, but it was feeling cluttered. And if it's cluttered, I'm not going to look at it. So it has to be very clean and simple for me to stick with it. And I know that. So it was kind of bugging me, but I wasn't there yet to do anything about it. I was just in my mind, in the zone, creating a list of tangible actions that I have to do. So I wasn't worrying about that. I was just focusing on what are the tasks, what are the next steps. And I was not letting myself get distracted. Well, I was doing my best to not get distracted with how full that page looked. So in the middle of this, you're going to see a shift in the video because after I got it all out, then I started to think about the aesthetic that was going to get me to come back to it, if you will. The joy that is our planner, right? What's going to make me come back to it? That's the whole thing. All right, so this was the third project I was doing. I had 4 mind maps, but one I'm so heavily dependent on external resources that I'm not going to worry about that one for right now. I literally have to get with the director, create a project plan, all that kind of stuff. So I'm just nope. So here's when I'm realizing, okay, I need a backlog. I need to keep the stuff that I'm going to work on, the next actions, if you will, the next things that get me going and make progress towards this goal, I just want to keep them in my to-do section and put all the rest in the backlog. And as I start moving those to-dos and I get them into the doing, and I'm actually in the process of executing those, I can maybe move stuff into the to-do file. But actually, once I get into the done, that's maybe when I'll go put stuff in the to-do. I don't know. We're going to see. But I can tell you right now, like, so Kanban's my world. This is like my jam, everyone. I do this for work. So I always loved the concept of doing this in the work bullet journal. I do love it on a whiteboard. But I don't take my whiteboard with me everywhere. So that's why I love it in the work bullet journal. Okay, so here I'm starting to wrap my head around, okay, what are some of the very beginning steps I need to do? Then I was like, maybe I should do it vertical. And then I'm like, So then I was bothered by the fact that I didn't have 2 of the doing stickers. And then I wanted a backlog sticker. So I went in and got the backlog sticker. I made one. And I think I'm going to put these in my shop. I'll put them in there if you guys are interested. They'll be there. So now I'm just throwing these 2 pages are backlog pages. And these are all the things that are really in like some of the phases of the project or the milestones that are out further that like I need to be aware of them, but I don't need to do them yet. Like they're not in the actual to-do list yet. So I'm putting all that stuff in the backlog, the phases that are going out. They're going to be in there. So then I was just feeling that I wanted to make this a little bit more prettier, if you will. I actually rewrote all of these flags a second time because I wanted them to be neater. So it was kind of ridiculous. So that's me starting. I cut it all out. You guys did not need to see me like actually rewrite all of those flags again. But I am showing you that I did it because that was my process. That's what I did. I realized they were messy and it was going to bother me. So I just took the time to redo it. And frankly, it gave me more time to play with Post-its. So, all right. So here I'm just getting into the fun part of the bullet journaling, if you will. So I just go into my old tried and true Tombow marker. It's like N75. With the Faber-Castell medium point. And I'm just going in just to put some kind of love around it. So if I think of something, I can throw it in here. That's project related, my 90-day plan. This is my Kanban board for my 90-day plan. So it does not include the busy BS that we all get pulled into. But this is like, these are the focuses that I got to get done. So I'm just making it aesthetically me, because that's who I am. And I'm just using that little, so I did that really thin doing page. And the reason I did that is because I don't want a full page of doing, because I think that it's going to make me start a lot but not finish it. So I'm kind of minimizing the stuff that I can have in process. So that's why I chose to do that half page, just to keep it real, keep me on task, because I know I'm going to have meetings. I know I'm going to get pulled into busy BS that sometimes I just have to deal with. So this is me just limiting my focus. And here I'm just using one of those repositional kind of tape runners just to keep the other side of the flag down. And I'm sure this will be like annoying, but I found that if with the repositional one, you can just rub it off. If it gets like, if my to-do list is done, there'll be a sticky strip there. I'll just rub it off. But anyhow, so this is me putting them all in organized. So these are the ones, the tasks. So these little flags are the tasks that I need to do. The ones that are in the to-do anyhow. Those are the ones that I need to do first, that I need to get going on now. The backlog are the ones that I'll be doing in the future. So I will go take them out of backlog and move them into to-do. And then when they go out of to-do, I'll move them into doing. And then when they're done, I'll move them into done. So I'm just going through them and figuring out, okay, putting some level of kind of progress to it, or what is the word I'm looking for? Like step 1, step 2, step 3. I think of it as process. So I'm just putting kind of the next steps or the next actions that I have to do to get it moving in the to-do. And here's all my backlog. So I'm just doing the whole tape runner thing, that repositional one. And I actually cut the Post-its horizontally, so the sticky part is on the left-hand side. I freaking love it. I'm so excited about this. So here is the old flip through. So there's my to-do, doing, done, and backlog. And then I will show you the mind maps as well before I'm done. Yeah, so here are the 4 mind maps that I did. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you liked this Kanban setup for my 90-day plan, and we'll talk soon. Thanks, bye.